I'm so excited for today's episode. I'm more excited for the Cowboys.
Me too.
But
It's really taken over my life, unfortunately. That's fake. I think if you say you live in Ohio, you're lying.
okay, so you wrote this in your basement. I don't want a fucking Hollister ad on my book.
He's doing the frat boy, like, lean in.
He's-
Yeah.
Come to the show with a plan challenge. That's my dating profile. Divorcee looking for Cowboys. He's mentally 16, so yeah, you see a dead body and you're never the same.
From personal experience.
Are you in the room with us?
She said, and I said, and he said,
Where's my blonde cowboy? He's not my cousin. Like, she's a 10, bro. Like, is your favorite trope cousin or ballerina?
it's just like mostly Ross Lynch edits.
And she got to make out with Tom Blythe? Well, I went here and then I went there. I did kill my dad. No shit. I love your shirt.
Thank you. I'm wearing my new jean shorts. You
Yeah.
can't see, but just imagine.
Oh, slay. I am still waiting on the second half of my Abercrombie order.
And good luck. I ordered something from Etsy.
It apparently it just got to California.
Oh, well, it'll be there in a day. But I ordered something.
Yeah, it was stuck in Ohio for a while.
I think that's where packages go to die. Truly.
Yes, because no one lives there.
That's fake. I think if you say you live in Ohio, you're lying. Who said that? Anyways. Well.
You said you got something from Etsy?
Yeah, I ordered something for Etsy for someone's grad gift. It's taking forever to get here. They said it was handmade though, so I was like, maybe that's probably why. But
Oh,
I'm excited. They said it.
yeah, they're probably
They
making
said
it.
it's finally coming to this weekend. I don't know. They said it was out to ship. I'm like,
Okay.
how long can it really take? Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Sorry. Just a hot mess this morning. I woke up. No, not I woke up.
Boom.
Last night, I looked at my leg and there's like 2 random bruises on my calf. And they don't hurt. Like, when you normally press a bruise and it hurts? They don't hurt. So I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Couldn't tell ya.
Huh.
So, anyways.
Hmm.
Rachel, what have we read this week?
Actually, too much. Lucy has been a demon. That's faux show.
Truly.
But if you're asking, I have read, well, we both finished Vow of Thieves. Lucy finished it in actually 15 hours because she's crazy.
It was good.
I did not. It was good. We read Vow of Thieves. I read King of Country. I also read Plots, Schemes, and Scandalous Means, which was really good.
Oh, really? I had that.
It says everything that you're gonna get up to in the title.
I had that downloaded from, what was that, like Fantasy Day or something on Kindle Unlimited?
Stuff your Kindle. I had it downloaded as well from the romance one.
Okay, that's what it's from. And I haven't gotten around to reading it. How
Yeah.
long is it?
Well, it's fantasy romance.
Okay.
325 pages.
Okay, I could read that in one
I read it in a day.
Oh, yeah. Slay. Maybe that's on the agenda.
It was pretty easy. And it was good.
See, some of these self-published authors, like, they have good stuff. And then some people I'm like, yeah, that was self-published.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, anyways.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay, so you wrote this in your basement.
I can't get over that one
Hilarious.
company you bought a book from that was definitely, like, published in their basement.
Yeah, I haven't bought another since, but most of them are on Kindle Unlimited, so I was thinking about reading another one, but they're absolutely too long for my goldfish brain.
I think
I cannot be reading 600 pages of...
Um,
I have other things to do.
Truly, I think sometimes, like, yes, some books are like worth it and being that long. But honestly,
Yeah.
and I've said this before, most books don't need to be over 350 pages. They don't.
Yeah, and I've always said that. Especially if it's a fantasy retelling, like, all right,
Like,
you're inventing a whole new magic system right now. We don't need that. I don't
well,
know.
yeah. Well, we've been kind of on a. Well, I feel like we should talk about Vow first.
Okay, we can talk. Well, yeah, because we both also read Flawless
Yes.
by Elsie Silver. Y'all already know.
I've been on a kick with her.
We're just behind.
Yeah, apparently everyone already knows, and
Yeah.
we didn't know. But what's crazy is I don't know how.
Well, I feel like we started.
Yes.
You go.
Oh, well, how did you?
We're just chatty
No, we
today.
are. How did you get this cover on?
Oh yeah, so I always have to make it the pretty covers because I cannot.
No, but I.
What really?
Oh,
I have a question. But I will tell you how to do it. So you go on to the book. You scroll down to where it says book details. Sorry, my thumb is like heinous. And then you press additions in the details, and then you can switch. You can. It'll say like switch to this edition.
yeah, and I'm immediately going to do
I always
that.
have to make them the pretty covers.
No, because I tried to like look for
I have a
it
question
because
though.
I was
Can I
like,
ask
yeah,
it?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why did she put real people on the cover?
So I actually,
I feel like that only happens on like shitty books.
so
It's like I don't want a fucking Hollister ad on my book.
so I have the old cover in here, and it says that was published in June of 2022, which was about 2 years ago. And I personally don't think that,
Mm-hmm.
and I might be wrong on this. Like this is just like what I remember. Cartoon book covers were not a thing until like right after that. Like, they were just becoming a thing when she published this. So a lot of publishers were kind of, in theory, like afraid because like these are the classic like airport romance books, like this is what people are looking for when they're looking for a romance book. And there's been a lot of discussion recently because people think they've overdone it with the cartoon covers and like aren't liking them anymore and want something else, which is why I do like her like pretty covers because they're not cartoon, they're just like western themed but more modern. um
I
but yeah,
yeah.
okay, I'm not seeing this book details.
I it's so
Oh,
under
I
where
got
like
it.
your review would be, and it's in the middle with the I.
Yes, I see
Um
it.
but what I wanted to say about the cartoon covers is I'm not a fan of people on the cover. The only one that I'm a fan of it being on the cover is the Done and Dusted Rebel Blue Ranch series because it's like pop art. Like it's very Western. What's the word?
uh,
Like that style.
Rustic. No, western.
Yeah, it's like it just there's like a I think it is kind of like a it's comic-y. It looks like a
Yeah,
comic
pop
book.
art or pop style.
Anyway,
That's what you're thinking of.
I like that. I think they do that really well. Um but I hate when they put the cartoon people on the cover and y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all know that I'm talking about you know Emily Henry and
I
all
feel like
them.
hers are
And I just
so.
like, well, okay, if you're going to put people on the cover, make them attractive.
I feel like Emily
That's all I
Henry
have to
has
say.
her own style almost. Like, yes, it's kind of cartoony, but she has that very like blocky, like specific style compared to maybe some other like the cheat
Yeah.
sheet. I feel like
Like,
who writes Bride and all of that?
that one's bad.
Like
Allie Hazelwood. I was literally just about to pull one of her books.
she is the classic like
Ugh. Sorry. I'm back. I have one of her books right here. I don't mind this, actually. This is okay.
mm.
I think it's because they're like, I'm not really looking at them. But the same with Done and Dusted. They're like kissing in it. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't like the second one, the Swift and Saddled. I was really looking at it the other day. Like, if you don't look too closely, it's fine. But if you really look at how he looks,
Yeah,
he's doing the frat boy like lean
he's
in.
ugly.
It's not good.
Yeah,
Like, love the book,
not a
hate the cover.
fan.
That goes crazy.
It's just like, can we just not put people on our cover? Or if like we're gonna put people on our cover, make them attractive and do it well. Okay.
Nope.
But like, here's the other thing: on the original editions for the Chestnut Springs, why aren't the people attractive?
I don't know. I
Hello.
wasn't really looking at it because like we are reading them on Kindle, but I feel like the
True.
description of how she describes them doesn't even match who's on the cover. Because in the second book,
It doesn't.
I swear to God, they're like, well, maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they were like he was more like the first brother. And once again, you must remind me of his name.
Cade.
Well, I guess I am talking about Cade. So the first boy,
Wait. Oh, we talking about Rhett?
okay, yeah,
The first book, his name is Rhett.
Rhett is like dark hair, the cowboy flow, beard. I can get behind that. Sure, classic rodeo boy.
Yeah.
You've seen him. We all know him. Then Cade, I swear they described him as more of like a dirty blonde. Like I know all the brothers are probably brunette, but like I think they described him as having like lighter hair, and it was like close cut, but like I don't think he had a buzz cut and a full beard. Like, and that's they gave him like dark hair and a buzz cut and like no beard on the cover, and I was like, that's not even how you described him. Or he's like a mustache or something. I don't know, but
Yeah, when I was imagining him, Cade, I mean, um, I was like, okay, he has like a very dirty blonde, like kind of not scruffy, but like where it's like more messy and like full on the top,
sure,
and then like a little bit more shaved on the side.
yeah,
you
that's
know?
exactly how.
So if he's wearing a cowboy hat, you can't really see his hair.
And when he's wearing it backwards, it's like JJ when he's wearing it back.
Well, my review for yeah, so that's JJ. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Now I'm going through and changing all the editions of my books on Goodreads.
Yeah, it's fun. I now want to buy her like the set of Chestnut Springs because they're such pretty cover, like the pretty ones.
They're so pretty.
Like they're so pretty.
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm really enjoying it. Like I read the second one and it's pregnant. Like it has a pretty deep pregnancy trope. Like, it happens towards the end and it kind of is like wrapping up, so it's not like the whole book, but there definitely it is in there. And I normally am like, but like that one's kind of family based, where it's like they have a family, like it is a family.
Uh-huh.
I liked it.
Yes.
Do you hear that?
I'm excited for that one. Hear what?
Oh, my stomach like made a noise.
Oh, I did not hear that. Would you like to do it again?
I we'll see, maybe. Sorry, I totally cut you off.
Okay.
Continue.
No. I was just gonna ask, are we talking about Heartless or what's this one called? Flawless. I keep calling it Heartless. There is one called Heartless.
Yeah, so Flawless is the first one where he no wait. Back to Goodreads.
Huh?
Hold on.
Flawless, not flawless.
Okay. Flawless, then Heartless, Powerless, Reckless, Hopeless.
So I was looking at them the other day because I was like, okay, which one's Jasper? Because he's probably my favorite.
Yeah, for real.
He's 3. I was looking at them and then I was like, okay, so I actually think I'm only going to read the 3 because after that, I don't know if I care.
So if I think I was talking about this last week. Remember we were going to talk about Val 5 minutes ago? Sorry, that just popped into my brain. Anyways, so I feel like I described this a week or two ago.
Come to the show with a plan challenge.
That's not the vibe here. Do your homework, but we don't have to do homework. Do as we say, not as we do. Anyways, I had described this series a few weeks ago because I was like, I don't know if I want to get into this because I was looking into it and I was like reading the description of each book because there's 5, which is kind of a lot because most of these series tend to be like 3 or 4, which I guess 5 is only one more. But anyways, and it was so
Mm-hmm.
confusing because I hadn't known anything about them and I was like, okay, bull rider brother, duh. Single dad brother, duh. And then it was
Duh.
like hockey player, and I was like, where the fuck
Duh.
does he come in?
Wow.
I was like, who?
Fuck did he come
And
from?
then it was like divorcee woman looking for cowboy, and I was like, who? And then I don't know what's the last one. Oh, the last
That's my dating profile. Divorcee looking for
and the last one is like military. Oh, town prince, military hero,
mm-hmm.
and I was like, how do they know each other? Well, it turns out, as I'm sure more people that I
Town prince.
it's what it says in the description. I'm sure everyone else knew this and I didn't. But when you read the
That's
first
funny.
book, you figure out who everyone is. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
bull rider brother, youngest brother,
Yeah.
single dad, oldest brother, hockey player, adopted brother who did grow up on the ranch but now plays like
Yeah.
hockey.
Friend.
Um, divorcee is the first book's sister, like the girl who fell in love with the bull rider. It's her sister. Which I was like, okay, but she falls in love with like
Right.
someone who went to high school with all these boys.
With the bull rider Theo.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's a bull rider. He does pinning and roping.
He is.
Is that what it says?
He's the guy that Rhett like kind of took under his wing. He's
Oh,
also a
see,
bull
I
rider.
can't remember names. Him? Oh shit.
Yes! That's why I'm like, I actually don't care because I hate Summer's sister and I hate well, I don't hate
Oh,
Theo.
I
I
like
just don't
Theo.
care. Like
He's cute. Well, I think we're gonna get into like in the second book. It's like the guy's pushing 40 and the girl's like 25, which I guess like I
what?
yeah he's like 40 and then she's 25 like Summer, like Willa and Summer are the same
I
age.
thought he was like 32.
No, the Rhett and
Well, I knew
Summer,
that, but
like Rhett's younger. He's like 30 something, but his brother's like almost 40. He's like 38 or something. They go back between saying he's like
I'm sick to my stomach.
they go back and forth between being like he's 38 and him being like I'm almost 40. I'm like, so you're 38. A little bit different.
Okay, so why what? Why can't we just have people with like normal ages? Because yeah, last night Lucy and I watched the new Harry Styles movie. The Idea of You, starring Anne Hathaway and Nicholas.
Gallantine.
You gotta remind me of his last
So
name.
the
Galaxy.
Anne Hathaway made a whole like song. So I love Kelly Clarkson, and Anne Hathaway was on Kelly Clarkson, and she was talking about him and how like no one knows how to say his last name, and she made like a little song. She's like, "Oh, Nick
mhm.
Gallantine, like magazine," and that's the only way I can remember it. Anyway,
Mm.
there's a song. I don't know it. Whatever.
Galancine. I got it. Okay, we'll figure it out. Um, but it's like, okay, so we have 40-year-old woman and 22-year-old pop star. Like,
No, he was 24.
please, why is this a theme?
Um,
22, 24.
same. Yeah.
He's mentally 16,
When
so.
you say it out loud, it sounds so like maybe we shouldn't be doing that. But when you read it, it doesn't feel that way. It doesn't like they only bring it up a couple times, but like until they
Yeah.
bring it up, I'm not like he's 40, she's 25. But I was like, I don't know, if a 4-year-old was talking to me right now, I no, thank you. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I just, because in my, like, sick and twisted brain, I'd be like, he's gonna die in a year.
That's almost 100.
I know, but, like, it's like, and then he dies, and she's, like, 35.
No,
She's like, well, now what?
no, I mean, what 13 years, and he's probably not gonna die till he's like 80.
It's almost 100.
Well, what's 80 minus 13? Like 65. Is that right? Oh,
It's almost 100.
so true. 75? I don't know. But yeah, I guess. Well, my favorite trope is that there's always a father, like the father of the ranch. Um
Uh-huh.
and everyone got to watch the wife die in a traumatic event. Like literally,
How did she Oh, she died giving birth to the daughter.
yes. And it's like at least one
Yes.
of the
Okay,
kid,
I
like the
remember.
father definitely saw it, and then one of the kids definitely saw it, and you're like, what the
At
fuck?
least one of the kids was there.
And I don't know
But
in
it's like that's crazy because continue.
I don't know how she died in Blue
I'm gonna shut
Rebel
up.
Ranch. I'm not sure if she got. I think they said she got thrown, which is how I think she dies in
I
Yellowstone.
no, wait. Yeah, she got like thrown off a horse
Okay.
and like trampled or something.
Anyway, yeah, and then there was like I saw it and I've never been
I
the
don't know.
same, and I'm like I fucking wouldn't be either. Like holy shit.
Yeah, you see a dead body and you're never the same.
Mm. From personal experience,
Hmm.
but
From personal experience, I didn't start reading like serial killer death romances until that moment.
maybe you see death now. Who knows?
Please. Hello?
I'm begging.
Are you in the room with us? I'm begging, please. Well, then, okay, come on. Let's just talk about Flawless. Like, we want to. Let's just do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, are we not?
I have things to say.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, no, no. We are. I just have things to say. And so I only highlighted 3 things. Because I was kind of sick of this. I wasn't sick of the book, but my review, I don't know if you saw it, but I finished the book late last night.
I just saw
But
it.
my review for Flawless, I gave it 4 stars, and I said, shave and get a haircut, and then we can talk, Mr. Eaton. Because I just like I can't, it was every time she like talked about his beard, it just made me uncomfortable. Probably because, and I heard someone say this on TikTok, and it wasn't about this book, it was about a different book. But she's like, I just think it's so crazy to read a book where you're not attracted to the love interest, because I feel like as the woman reading, you're supposed to be attracted to, you know, insert man here.
Mhm.
Like, and I think it's a very different experience when you're like kind of detached from like, I don't find this person attractive. Please cut your fucking hair. Your hair's too long. If our hair's almost the same length, baby girl, uh-uh.
Um,
You know? And I'm just like, it was kind of weird reading it. And it's like, I liked Summer's character a lot, actually. And I'm like, that's what caught your eye?
oh,
You know?
yeah. I think I like disassociate. I think I just
Okay.
black out. First of all, my imagination, not just strong. Second of all, you can make me love anybody. I am so easily talked into anything. Um, I'm like,
Mm.
oh, he's nice. Well, shit. um,
Well, no, yeah. Like, I liked his character,
yeah.
but I wasn't like, oh my god, he's so hot. I need him. Like, I was like, hey, buddy, like, you said some funny things. It's funny that you don't like milk, but also that being a plot point through the whole book was so weird.
I don't like milk either. It has never
Oh,
been that
okay.
big of a
So the basis
deal.
of the story is, and that's what I'm saying. I can't drink milk, um, but it's just that's a funny way to start a story and like be the reason why like Summer has to like be his like guardian, like babysitter, because you don't like milk.
Boo-hoo. Like,
Get over it.
it was funny.
Boo-hoo, Come
Um,
on. It was
I don't know.
funny.
Yeah, I think I just like look at their actions and like fall in love with that so much more than like if you told me to describe him, I probably couldn't. Like, or if I gave you,
I would describe that video I sent you.
that's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, if I described him, everyone would be like, "That's not what he looks
That's
like," and I'd
him.
be like, "And you're wrong, and I'm right." Don't know what to tell you.
I'm right. So keep your opinions to yourself.
So
But yeah, like he did say some nice things. And I'll give him that.
yeah,
So, but oh my god, this is not about Rhett at all. But when I found out that Rob is married to Winter, Summer's sister, hold the phone. Huh? And then Rhett was like, "Oh,
no,
oh, so that oh, when you said complicated relationship, I didn't you meant in your fit?"
no,
And he
and we all
and
and no, we were right there with him. She said, and I said, and he said,
no, literally. It's like, oh my god. And I understand why Summer was mad in that moment because Rhett kind of like outed her like biggest secret. So it's like, yeah, that was kind of her thing to share and like on her own terms. But at the same time, like,
"You're a
go off,
groomer."
thanks for punching him. Like, he's an ass. Yeah. You're a groomer who's married to my sister?
No, and when he's like, he needs his license,
I would be shook.
he was like, he needs his license revoked, and she's like, "Well, I don't want to ruin his career." Bitch, do it, huh?
Bitch, what do you mean ruin his career? Because he's going to keep doing this to like young patients.
And I don't, not to
Have
defend
about
him,
had it up to here.
but we don't necessarily know if that's true, but like,
Defend Rob.
but
Rob apologists.
no, but I feel like from
No,
what
no.
the book says, it's like, oh, it really was like just with her, but like that doesn't make me feel good about him being around other people, even if he's not going to do it with other people.
Yeah, because like he could do it again.
And it's not just like, oh, he did that and they were like talking and blah blah. Like, no, they like hooked up. Like it was a thing.
Yeah, like they were consistently hooking up. It wasn't just like a one-time thing.
Well, I was like,
Weird.
I thought when he said that, like in my mind, I was like, the sister knew, and they don't like talk about it, or like she didn't know when it was happening during their marriage, but it happened before the marriage, and then the sister got married, but I was just like, I think like a big point in the book, and this comes up in the second book because Winter comes around in the second book, like she's like literally
Okay.
the opposite of Summer. Like their names are opposites, like their appearances opposites, their personalities are opposites, like super warm, super icy. And so I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't understand how you went from like grooming this child to like Ice Queen. Which we find out she's not in like later books, but
Yeah.
that is like the personality she gives off to literally everyone. So
Yeah, she's a bitch. Like, I hate her.
yeah. I kind of do want to read her book because I'm like, I want to know more about you. I'm definitely going to finish the series. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm going to read them. Like, I'm not worried about it.
Oh yeah. No, yeah, go off. I haven't made that decision yet. I'm just waiting until I get to Jasper.
I actually can't believe these.
Because hello, your name is Jasper?
Yeah. He's blonde. They describe him as blonde.
That's hot. I know. He's blonde. I'm like, and I literally said moments before in a text to you, "Where's my blonde cowboy?" Oh, well, there he is. He's here.
I think his story, because I started reading like a couple pages, is like more in a flashback style because his story is about him and like the family's cousin. So they like flashback to when they're kids, I think a lot. I'm not sure. I've only read like literally the first chapter, which is a flashback. But in the second book, they make this whole point where like Rhett's talking to Jasper and saying like, "Oh, what's the girl's name? I don't know. The girl cousin. She's like, "Oh, she's coming," and he's like, "Oh, she's coming." Blah blah. And she said something, and Rhett made this big point to call him like a brother and like family. Like, you're a brother, you're family. Like, she's your cousin too. And he's like, she's not my cousin too.
She's not my cousin. Like, she's a 10, bro. Like, she's not my cousin. I swear to God.
She's not my cousin. I got plans.
Is she bad, though? Or
She apparently
yeah, she's my cousin, but is she bad?
apparently she's like a blonde ballerina. So combine all my favorite tropes.
Okay, so I'm going to dye my hair
So
blonde.
YN.
Yeah, hello. Speaking of, so I don't know if. Wait, could is your favorite trope cousin or ballerina?
Ballerina. No, it's hockey cowboy.
Okay, well, I have a book for you.
Ballerina.
Oh, hockey cowboy. Well, I have a ballerina book if you want.
Yeah, send that my way. This month Rachel is reading.
It's a boarding school.
Oh yeah, I do want to read those. Which ones are those again?
Okay, yes. It'd be awesome if I could remember the name. The one that I'm talking about is I'll Always Be With You. I'm looking at my shelf. It'd be so cool if I could remember what they're called.
Well, yeah, this month I'm planning on
give me a second.
finishing the Once series. I need to get back to that. Reading the Inheritance games because I just
Oh my god, I have to show you something.
Okay. I have Heartless on my shelf that I also need to read.
You bought
Heartless Hunter.
Girl, you gotta tell me.
I did. I sent a haul a while back. I got it at the Target book deal when it was like buy two get one free because I just got all three of them. Not the newest one.
Oh my god, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I do remember that. Oh, it's the Lancaster Prep series.
Oh yeah, I remember when you were reading those.
Sorry, I'm all over the place.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get through some of this stuff. Oh, and I have Emily Wilde's that I need to start because I think I'll read them. I'll report back. I'll let you know.
Okay. I just don't think it's for me.
That's okay.
Oh, but okay. Can I show you my thing now?
Mm-hmm. I'm scared.
So I have my book.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I was like, oh, I want a fun, because sometimes I try to like match my bookmarks to like obviously what I'm reading. And I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna, because like when I first read this, I was probably using like a sticky note as my bookmark. But I was like, no, I want a cute bookmark. And I was like trying to think of what to do. Yeah, you can't really see,
I cannot see.
Can you see now?
Well, you're gonna have to read it to me.
Well, I will read it to you. Maybe I'll just send you a picture. Sorry,
I just can't see it because when we do this, the quality comes in low, but it uploads high.
Oh, I see it. Well, the people will see
it. Yeah.
I'll just send it to you. Hold on.
Yeah, I need to go back and order the first one in the British style and the last one in the British style because I have the second one in the British style, whole thing. So I need to get on and like order those.
Yeah, I also need to get. I want the British ones too, but I made a bookmark that is one of the notes that Jax leaves Evangeline.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to do
and that's my favorite one. It's the. Go ahead.
I'm gonna need to do a deep, like, plot summary dive on the first one because I read that like 2 months ago. Ooh.
Yeah. But it's this. I love this note. The like had to leave, things to do, try not to die while I'm gone.
Oh.
Jay. I'm like, I love him. I love him. But anyway, I'll shut up.
Yeah. Well, that's about all I have on cowboy books for now. I feel like I'm gonna get sick of them, but like
until we read it.
I'm gonna just try and read as many as I can until that happens.
I thought I was too, because I read King of Country, which I think you will really like. Okay. I really like Kyle. That's his name. But also Miles. He's like Kyle's like his stage presence.
Mm.
But they all call him Kyle. Like the only people who call him Miles are his aunt and uncle, who are like his
Yeah.
parents.
I
He doesn't really have a family.
something I really like about these cowboy books is like not like everyone has different names. Like I feel like when you read typical contemporary romance that's, you know, whatever, everyone's named Jack for some reason. Which
I don't have a
is
problem with
not a
that.
bad thing.
No, but they all have like the most basic
Names.
names. I don't like it.
But I feel like in the country ones, it's like they still have like regular boy names, but like at least they were like, oh, this one's named Cade. I'm like, oh, I haven't read that one yet. This one's named Rhett. Haven't read that one yet. So
It's like I just don't like when you name your main character like, okay, why is his name like Justin?
that's a very country
What do
name,
you mean by that?
unless you're Justin Bieber.
But I'm not talking about a country book though.
Oh,
It's one of my challenge books for the month. And the main guy's name is Justin. But the one I'm reading right now, his name's Miles.
I like that.
So that's Miles Teller.
Yeah, you sent that yesterday,
Miles is okay.
and I was like, Miles Teller. I was like, I'm just gonna ignore that and move on with my life.
I need to make it remotely interesting for myself.
That's fine. Yeah, while you do that,
Even though I hate Miles Teller.
okay, not like a big fan. Oh, I have a question.
Oh.
So that
Yeah.
Miles Teller just makes me think of like TikTok and like when they them all those videos of them were on TikTok like last year for that movie they were in that I can't remember. Anyways,
Top Gun?
yes, there's a bunch of like Top Gun edits. But anyways, back to TikTok. So this morning I saw this video and I was like, I'm gonna save that. So I did, but then I was thinking, can people see when you save their video? Does it send them like a notification like Lucy saved your video?
Yeah.
Okay,
Because on the Demons account, like I got a notification that someone saved one of our video, like the signet ring
that's
one.
what
I was like, oh,
it's funny. That's what I
okay, so I know what you're into.
thought. But then my next question was, does it say like I have categories like in my saved videos because I save so many videos. I have like recipes, outfit ideas, like products, like beauty products. And then I went titled hot. Just I don't know. I could think of a better name for it, but it's just like mostly Ross Lynch edits.
I have one as well. Oh no, baby girl, I got one for you.
But my
I
question
have
is,
mine's
I saved this video and it's just like this random guy. Like the video had like a couple 100,000 likes and like a couple thousand saves.
So send me the video.
Oh yeah, I will. Don't worry, you're not gonna find him cute. But I saved it. But I'm like, did that man just?
I still like to see.
Why? That's fine. But I was like, did that man just see like my name saved video to hot like collection hot like?
I don't think so. I think it just says like saved video.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the only
because
one who
I have
saved
a yeah, like my thirst trap saved is called Not Even the Guillotine. And then the little like kneeling emoji. And it's just Tom Blythe in a tank top.
Here, I just sent it to you.
I love that man.
Like, why?
Live reaction.
It is 204,000 views, 36,000 likes, and 1,900 saves.
Okay, Lucy.
Leave me alone.
Where's his ladder tattoo?
No.
Sorry, I'm just giggling at this guy.
And
Pop the video up on screen here.
I'm just watching it.
Oh my god, okay. I need to find that biker guy again.
Yeah.
The one in the rain.
Ugh, that was crazy.
Where's he?
I might have one of those saved.
I keep getting the biker guy videos of the ones who have girlfriends.
YN.
Stop showing me the ones that are in a relationship. Yeah, YN.
Oh, collections. Let's see what's in this. There's 10 videos in this hot collection.
Sorry, I feel like I keep interrupting
and
you.
every single. Oh, okay, sorry. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. 6 of them are Ross Lynch. 1 of them is Dylan O'Brien. 2 of them are some guy jump roping. Don't ask. And That the one is the last guy I sent you.
Hmm. I know who the jump rope guy is. Oh, that's actually so funny. So all of the videos in this are Tom Blythe.
I don't see. Okay, wait,
Okay.
hold on. I have one called For Later, and it's videos I'm supposed to like.
Speaking of him,
Yes.
sorry, I keep interrupting you. I think it's because
We're on like a delay.
on my screen you're coming up as like behind.
You're coming up behind on mine too.
Yeah.
So good.
Okay. Well, speaking of Tom Blythe,
Mm-hmm.
just found out that I am older than Rachel Ziegler.
Oh yeah.
She just turned 23. And she got to make out with Tom Blythe? That's not fair. That's YN.
She's accomplished so much more than me. Fuck.
I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh, she's living my dream.
She really is. Sorry, now is not the time.
Sorry, I'm like moving around today. I'm like sitting in an egg.
I'm just like sitting, like staring at my phone because I'm on like Goodreads and TikTok. Like I need to calm down. Sorry, I keep getting distracted.
No, that's fine. I'm crazy. I got a large coffee and I'm like tweaking.
I made it.
I'm the tweaker that Maddie saw.
I made it on time to Chick-fil-A this morning.
Yay.
It was so good. So Vow. So I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember when I finished this.
I actually only have.
Do you not finish it?
Vow? Of course I finished Vow.
Sorry, maybe I should let you finish speaking before I interrupt.
Oh, no, I was just going to say my only note on Vow, like in my notes app, where I keep track of all the things that I think about, the only thing I have written down is, damn, Jace is so sexy. My only note from the book, like, genuinely. I'm not kidding.
When I get on like a tear in reading through books, and especially on the Kindle, I like don't like, you can make notes in Kindle, but like I'm like, I feel like I'm just reading so quickly that I'm not highlighting anything, and then like I'm not even writing anything down in my notes app because I'm just like tearing through shit.
Wait, did you read Vow on your Kindle?
Yeah, I got it through my library on my Kindle.
That explains so much, because I was having trouble getting through this at times because the font is actually 12 point Times New Roman single spaced.
No,
like it's itty bitty, and it just. I see. Okay, I'm not doubting your reading ability. I'm just saying, like, okay, that makes sense why I'm like, I need to stop for the day because like this font is like teeny tiny.
Okay, here's what I highlighted. Okay, page 7. It's like literally
Page 7.
Yeah, it's like them being like, "Oh, I'm like so glad he's
Okay,
here."
well, are we
me.
gonna have the same pages?
We're close. I'm not even gonna read it to you. It's basically like they're in the room, like, and she's like, "I'm just like taking in his touch and his scent." Like she's like, "I'm just so happy to be with him," and I'm like, "Can't wait to see the betrayal." Like I know it's coming. It didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I was like, well, when I wrote "Goddamn, Jace is so sexy," is chapter 1, the actual first page of writing,
yeah.
And then I stopped, and I was like, he's hot.
Then I was just along for the
reason.
journey.
Yeah, I was just kind of there.
Chapter 4.
With them.
Oh, remember when you were like, I have a bunch of questions? I had one question, and mine was when they saw this bird that was like flying towards them, and it was dead. It was like this dead carcass of a bird that like.
How was it flying?
How was it flying? Who sent? Well, I guess we figured out who sent it, but like still we don't know who sent it because in my mind. Well, okay, I think I have a guess at what happened. She sent this bird. Said bird died. Jaylene, the sister, sent the bird. Said bird died. But we find out later about this like stardust that can like kind of do whatever. I think Paxton or someone like sprinkled it and like sent it, because then it was dead and it couldn't be like trained or confused or intercepted because it was flying on magic essentially.
I didn't even think about that. They brought up the stardust, and I was like, oh my! So we're adding another element of magic.
Well, they didn't even
uh,
like
no, no, no.
really address the bird again. Besides, like she sent it, and they were like, "Yes, she sent it." Okay, and
That's yeah,
anyways,
very true. Well, she sent it, and it was kind of like a haiku.
yeah.
It
Anyways,
was kind of weird, but it's giving like she sent the like they were coming like knocking on the door of like the tower where all the like
hmm
messenger birds are, and she couldn't finish it before she had to send it. You
yeah.
know.
Well, I don't know.
But then I'm thinking they probably shot the bird,
Yeah, I think
so it
it went
died.
down, but someone.
Paxton was like, "Sprinkle the fairy
Yeah.
dust."
I can't believe there's not a third
No, I agree with
book.
you. Okay, that makes sense. I'm okay with there not being a third book. I think she did a great job.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but it's just not. There's not enough. I wrote this in my review, but I was like, I just think I like a book with a little bit that's a little bit more character driven. Um, and by that I mean they talk to each other more, and it's not just like you're figuring out the world through the characters. You're figuring out the world through the characters talking to each other,
Yeah.
not just Kaze being like, "Well, I went here and then I went there, and Jace is nowhere to be found." Like, I just like the, but I actually was like, I was really worried that either one they were gonna kill my man, or two, I was like, oh, this book's not gonna be good because they're not together. But it was actually even better
Yeah.
because they weren't together.
I
Like that, she did a good
I
job.
kind of agree. I really enjoyed this book. Like I thought it was such great world building. Like I enjoyed the characters and like I think sometimes like we read a
Yeah.
lot of fantasy and a lot of like romance and so it's nice to read something that's like very like
Mm-hmm.
plot based every once in a while. But it was a little
Yeah.
frustrating because I think in the first one we got all of these scenes of them together and then in this one it was like they were literally never together. What do you mean?
Yeah. I just, what did I say? Oh, I said, yeah, I was worried about them not being together for the majority of the book was going to make me not interested, but damn, it worked. Jace just loves his girl that much. Like, it was nice to see a lot of his like point of view.
Mm-hmm.
But there's too many
There's
characters,
too many characters.
too many plot lines.
We were
Like I could barely I didn't remember who Paxton was until like a quarter of the way through the book. I was like, who is
I was
that?
deep in wiki like fans, like looking for these characters
Mm-hmm.
and who they were.
Yeah.
I was like, who the fuck is this?
That's so true.
But then when they're like, oh, his cousin, I was like, it came rolling back to me.
Uh
Um,
yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was, yeah. I kind of like really hated the king. Like I know he was supposed to be the bad guy and like whatever, but I was like, I'm just kind of fucking over him.
He was just like really sleazy.
Ugh.
And he was like, "Oh my god!" When he's like about to hang her, and he's like, "Oh, by the way, I lied. I did kill my dad." No shit. Like, you're a horrible
You're
person.
evil. Although him playing dumb for like
Yeah.
literally his whole 25 years of life goes crazy. I'm also
Honestly, kind of a banger, like badass move.
I'm also always playing dumb. It's not an act.
Were you just about to say, "This is actually how I am"?
I'm actually fucking stupid.
One day, I just like turn and I take over an entire nation.
Remember when you're like, oh, what would you do if you won $1 million and you can't like buy a house? I was like, buy an island. I'm buying a country.
Whoa. Yeah, Lucy was like, "An island."
I was like, I'm gonna rule. Like, no, I don't.
And I'm like, "Oh, I was gonna donate to charity."
No,
No, I'm buying an island.
we can just house the orphans there. It's fine.
I'm actually buying an island. I'm buying an island, and then I'm also opening a production studio so Lucy and I can make our White Boy of the Month movie
Yes.
starring YN.
And yeah, we're gonna make one for Rachel and one for me, and they're gonna be kind of really different.
Well, what's your movie going to be about?
I don't know. Cowboy hockey player.
Okay.
I think just
Cowboy hockey player, also Ross Lynch.
yeah. So if I can actually hire Ross Lynch to play,
He is a cowboy hockey player, though.
yeah, kind of.
Well, that's the point of the White Boy of the Month production. Is it's White Boy of the Month?
Yeah, duh.
He's an actor.
It's part of.
He's Austin Moon.
He is Austin Moon. I love that man.
I know.
I saw this video.
Mine also might be Cowboy Romance. Actually, I'm just gonna put myself in Billy the Kid. That's actually just what I want.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think the whole thing is that we can make as many as we want, except we're hemorrhaging money left and right. Like, yeah. I was just on a cowboy book grind this week. That's about it. And movies. I watched a lot of movies.
I watched more movies yesterday than I have in a month.
Well, yeah, and this last week I saw Anyone But You, Challengers.
It's because Lucy forces me to watch movies. Not force.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, you saw.
I saw Anyone But You, Challengers. What's the one we watched last night? I can't remember the name. They all sound the same.
Red, White, and Royal
Well,
Blue.
no, yeah, that one, but the Anne Hathaway one.
Idea of You.
Anyone But You, Idea of You. They all sound the same. Sorry. Getting angry. I also started Sex in the City and I watched Mamma Mia again. Yeah. I don't know. I was just like non-verbal all week.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Anyways, well, I guess yeah, that'll do it for me. What about you, Rach?
What are we reading next? Oh, Ballad of Never After.
I'm reading Ballad of Never After. There, you're more than welcome to join me, but I know you're a little busy with Emily Henry.
I mean, I'll probably wait. My boss the other day was like, "Oh, you're reading Emily Henry?" And I was like, "It's fake. I'm not actually reading this."
No, please.
Please, I'm not one of those girls. I'm like, it's a chat. But she was like, "Oh, I love that you're like, challenging yourself to like read something that's out of your not comfort zone, but
just your norm.
Comfort zone."
I also have Heartless Hunter.
But it's interesting. That is such a good one.
I think I have
I love
the
that
Carval book set, which I'm gonna wait to read with you. I need to finish once.
Yeah,
I have the Inheritance set minus the newest one, but that's okay. What else? Heartless Hunter.
That's okay.
I think there's some books that come out later this month / next month, so I'm trying to I don't know, 2 more Once books, 3 Inheritance books, Heartless Hunter, and then what did I just see? Emily Wilde. That's 7 books. That's a lot of books to read. Plus the rest the rest of the Chestnut Hills series. Scare. Yeah, I'll try. I want to see if I can do it. If I can read all 8 of those. Who knows? I don't know.
I know. I think you can.
Yeah, I have a trip at the end of the month, so it's I gotta get it for 2 days on
I will.
30th, so I gotta get it done before then.
I'll reread Ballad of Never After with you again because that's the best one in the series.
Is it really? I'm excited.
It's so good. It just gives okay, Jax is the man. It gives okay, y'all are in love, but you don't want to admit it.
I'm down
because you can't be.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck.
Well. Okay, thanks for joining us on our little journey.
Okay, bye, audience.
Bye, my mammals.
I don't know why I talked in a stupid. Bye, mammals.
I've been talking like that all morning to me, myself, and I. I've been listening to country music, and I know sometimes I actually do talk like this, unironically. Scare. Um, but it's just been plaguing me.
Yeah. Sometimes I think I do it as well.
I just been listening to country music, and I don't. Mm-mm. I need to go back to the city where I belong.